I'm Charlie Sankey. I'm the farm manager for Rosella & Sons. So I've been doing this for 30 some odd years.
And tell us about the potato growing season, first from seed all the way to harvest.
Okay, we start planting usually about the second week in April. When we try to get the soil around 50 degrees when we start planting. Sometimes it's a little colder, but in the earlier varieties doesn't matter, but we want 50 degrees when we're planting or a little warmer. Cut the seed. The optimum size is 1.5 to 2 ounce seed piece. It looks like a table stock potato, but it's certified. And what that means is it goes through a rigorous growing season where we get the seed from. They have to meet certain specifications, and there's diseases. It's scouted for diseases and viruses that the potatoes can carry. So we buy all certified seed for our crop. We plant about 1,400 acres of potatoes. The planting season takes about 3 weeks, usually to plant our crop. And then after we plant the potatoes, it takes about 5 weeks and they start coming out of the ground. At that time, then we hill them, which you can see if Christine shows you, it forms the hill. And then about 6 weeks, they start emerging out of the ground. And then about 8 weeks to 10 weeks, then it goes. They start gonna almost beat the row closure, where the vines are starting to grow big enough where they cover up the rows. You can't even see them anymore. And at that time, we'll go back and start spraying. Spray every 7 days for early blight and late blight, and sometimes for insects. The fields are all scouted for insects and disease during the growing season. At that time, then we're watering pretty much and putting a little more fertilizer on through the irrigators, which is all now pretty much controlled by computers. We can do it right from a pickup or the office, monitor it, but still people are out here monitoring everything. And then after that, you just watch them grow, keep watching them, irrigating them. Then about in the middle of July, we kill some of the early potatoes, which are reds and whites. And then we start harvesting the last week in July. And then it goes to our packing shed, which Christine, I don't know if she's got some pictures of that.
What is the packing shed? What's the temperature held at when they come in there? What the degrees are, and tell about the water?
Well, the packing shed, early on, the temperature goes according to the field conditions. But if it gets real hot, we won't harvest them. We'll try and harvest them real early in the morning before they get hot. But then when we store them, then we want to dig them between 45 and 65 degrees is the optimal temperature when we're harvesting for storing. So, and then after, when we put them in storage, then we like to put them in there for 55 to 57 degrees for 2 weeks, so any nicks and bruises can heal up. And then after that, well, then they're constantly monitored, and we slowly drop them down to about 40 degrees and air, and they're checked every day for make sure everything is okay in there. Air and water is added. That just helps it keep them, and then we package them through the winter.
Package them in the winter, and that's where we were at our tour to see them getting counted and getting them sized, and
yes,
and then on to the distributors and to the grocery stores and restaurants.
Yep.